Craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visuals to enhancing audio, scripting, and minting digital assets, Call AI's advanced tools empower creators of all kinds, developers, designers, artists, and innovators alike. Now available on mobile, Call AI brings everything you need into one seamless platform, giving you the power to create anytime, anywhere.
Click the link at the top line of the... Alright, so the Atlanta Police Department is now claiming that Lil Baby is responsible for a couple of teenagers' murders. I'm going to play the press conference that just went down in Atlanta. Then I'm going to give you a lot more of the backstory. Be sure to hit the top line of the description for our sponsor as well. Let's get into this.
For the investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
All right, so last year, Lil Baby did a music video out in Northwest Atlanta, and the cops are pretty much saying as a result of him going to gang rival territory, he started a war that took the lives of a couple of people. Here's a little bit of footage of him right before this went down last year in May.
There he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how he doing this type of tacos, baby. Pull up, baby. Lil Baby just pulled up on us. You know, we doing it big around this mug.
So seconds after that video last May, shots rang out, which led to a man actually being shot. Lil Baby was not injured at all. So the police are essentially saying, to break this down for you, they're pretty much saying that you're antagonizing, you're instigating a war by going into rival gang territory and causing this to happen. Now, will the police be coming after Lil Baby? He needs to be very, very careful, because if you remember, around the time that Young Thug was being swept up in the whole RICO thing that he since beat, right? Not beat, but he pleaded, you know, he got off the hook for it. He ain't in prison for life. Ever since then, there's been rumors about Lil Baby being looked at, and best believe that the feds and the police are hot on his trail. And this is just a warning to Lil Baby. They're watching you. They understand the street politics. They understand what's going on, and they feel like you're keeping things going with your influence and your power. You necessarily probably can't stop it, but they don't want you instigating this and kids being killed in the streets. Now, I'm not the one to ever tell someone, you know, how to feed your family. I'm not the one that's going to ever tell you how to, you know, protect yourself, because I understand that these guys are in the trenches. But Lil Baby is removed at this point. And this is no slight against him, because I don't know his circumstance. I don't know his life. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, I always talk about elevation. I always talk about a rapper, you know, yeah, you might have came for that environment. You may have had friends in that, but you got to remove yourself from that shit. And you can't keep things going. Look at Lil Durk, prime example of someone who was knee deep. Now, again, he's always presumed innocent until guilty, because we don't F with the law like that. We ain't trying to help the law or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, his circumstance looks very bleak right now, because it appears that he was still, you know, very much in that lifestyle. And they're going to try to prove that in court. And, you know, I'm about elevation. I'm about it. And I think you've seen it, you know, and you see it with some of these rappers at a point in time, whether they get 30, 31, 32. Once they start to get to their mid-30s, some of them, they begin to understand that a lot of the havoc and a lot of the things that they cause, you know, has a residual effect. And it's, you know, the youth is being affected. And this is a prime example. You know, if this is the truth, what they're saying. Obviously, he did the video, where he did the video at. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I know Atlanta gang politics, because I don't, and I'm not into that. You feel me? But just from doing some research, I understand what's going on. I'm not stupid. I mean, we all can see. We all know, certain things are just universal. So that's what the police are doing. I don't know if they're going to go after him criminally or try to link him to something, but whatever. Here'll be my warning. If he ever seen it, or anybody from his team ever see this video, I will fall back right now, bro. Like, any ties that you got, anything that's going on, I will leave that shit alone right now. Unless you're looking to be swept up in some type of indictment. Because you got to remember, the feds are looking to put the RICO on you guys. They're looking to put the RICO on us, right? If they can find organized, what they call a crime syndicate, whether it's drugs, money laundering, credit card, whatever, they are going to come after you. I seen one where dudes was breaking in the big 18-wheelers, and they had a whole organization of taking stuff in Philly, and they got smashed with the RICO. So anything that you're doing, they're going to try to smack the RICO, and on the internet and doing this stuff. And this is stuff like drill shit. Like, this is like you going, pissing on a dead homie's grave. You going to the homie's hood with your phone on, talk about, I'm live, can't nobody touch me. The music video in somebody's hood is the same thing. Now, again, I come from the era, of T.I. Shorty Low beef, or when T.I. went to Houston. So, I mean, it ain't like it's a new thing, And, man, when T.I. went to Houston, check how old he was when he was beeping with Lil Flip. And shout out to Lil Flip, one of the realest people in this industry, right? When he went there, you feel what I'm saying? He was a young man. He had to be in his 20s. You would never catch him doing it now. So all I'm talking about is elevating beyond this. I ain't trying to be a preacher. I ain't trying to be a pastor. I just understand. I understand it from being in the mud, from being in the trenches, from having friends that was attached, from losing friends, from losing people. I talk to people. I understand they struggle. Some dudes just ain't gonna leave it, bruh. So all of them want to. All of them want to, but some dudes can't find a way out of the trap, bruh. Baby's already out. You already out. So that's just my opinion, bruh. Like, again, I've been doing this, for almost 10 plus years and whatnot. And I'm a big fan of Lil Baby. I'm definitely a big fan of his music. And hopefully, he can continue making some great music and leave his street shit alone. But it's your brother Ogat, man. Hip Hop News Uncensored. Make sure you guys hit the top line of the description box. And if you want to advertise on this channel with me, hit me up right now. OGOD at hiphopun.com. You get your video right before I do my video. Your video will play. It's OGOD at hiphopun.com. And the email's all the way down at the bottom of the description box. Hit me up right now. I got a special I'm running. Peace.